What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is main deck Monday. Today we're looking at one of my favorite, I guess, Pokemon cards of all time. Like Pokemon wise, my favorite is Shaman, of course. Like Shaman's always my favorite Pokemon. But my favorite card is probably Tyranitar, and that's because when I got into the game, I played a Tyranitar theme deck starting out, and ever since then, Tyranitar's kind of had a place in my heart there. So today we're gonna take a look at the Mega Tyranitar. Now, first up, we have Tyranitar EX. It has Hammer In for 60, Ground Break 130. This attack does 10 damage to each of your bench Pokemon. Don't worry about that. We're going to try to use the Mega Tyranitar. It has the Theta Double. This Pokemon may have up to 2 tools attached to it, which is pretty cool and bad at the same time, because if you Mega Evolve and you don't have 2 tools, your opponent can't put a Headringer on it or a Jaminet on it as well. So you can have your tool and a Jaminet, which is pretty annoying. But it has Destroyer King, 110 damage base, and this attack does 60 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. So, if they have one, let's say you're playing against a Pokemon with 180 HP, okay? You somehow put 10 damage on them. Now they have 170. You do Destroyer King for 110, and then plus the 60 from the each damage counter, so 170, which knocks out an EX there, which is pretty cool. Now, a lot of people are pairing Mega Tyranitar with bats, and I think it's actually a bad idea. I mean, I've seen it play with like Dimension Valley and Zubats and Crobats and Golbats, and I'm like, wow, that's a lot of spaces wasted. So in this deck, we're actually playing Forretress here. Now, Forretress, we've seen get a lot of hype with the Forretress dog, but Thorn Tempest, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may put 1 damage counter on each of your opponent's Pokemon. Now, you can do this whenever you want to. I mean, obviously, you can put down Forretress whenever you want to, put the 10 damage wherever you need to, and like I said, if you play against a EX Pokemon, you can Destroyer King them for just 1 damage counter, which all Forretress can do, which is pretty cool there, and I like that a lot. I like this more than like these Golbats and the Crobats, because Golbat only puts 20 damage on a Pokemon, and Crobat puts 30 damage on a Pokemon, while the Thorn Tempest puts 1 on each. And if you use Thorn Tempest twice, you can actually knock out any Megas in the game. Let's see. Let's say the highest Mega is what? 240, which Mega Tyranitar is 240. So you do Thorn Tempest twice, so they're down to 220. Right? So 240 down to 220. Then Destroyer King does 110, and then 60, and then 60, so we're doing 120, plus the 110, which is 230, which knocks out anybody, even knocks out a Wailord. So that's a really cool thing with double Torn Tempest, and that's why you play a 3-3 line. You could cut it to a 3-2 line, but, you know, it's up to you. We play 2 Evital here for Oblivion Wing 30, and you can attach a Dark Energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon, or you can use Dark Display at 100, flip a coin if it tells this Pokemon can't attack during the next turn. 2 Shaman for setup, you know, draw and you have 6 cards. Everybody can attack in your deck too, because you do play DCs, because the Destroyer King needs 2 Dark and a DCE, which is pretty nice there. And that's all the Pokemon in the deck, 16 Pokemon total. Now, we do play 2 Mega Turbo, attach a basic energy from your discard pile to one of your Mega Evolution Pokemon. Of course, it's going to be to Mega Tyranitar, 2 Switch, 4 Trainer's Mill, so that way you can try to consistency more to get your links, maybe a Switch, a supporter card. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck, you reveal a trainer card and put it in your hand, except for Trainer's Mill, 3 Ultra Ball to get your Pokemon out quick, 4 VS Secret to supporters. We only play 2 Lysander, 4 Birch, and 4 Sycamore. You could play an AZ, you could play a Pokemon Center Lady, but right now we're going for consistency. That's why we play this here. We do play 3 Shadow Circle. Each Pokemon that has any Dark Energy attached to it has no weakness. So if you do play against a fighting deck, you at least have a shot, because they can't knock you out unless they bump a stadium and do damage. This can also counteract with Force of Giant Plants, with Silent Lab. I think you need some kind of stadium in here. Maybe Shadow Circle is the correct one, I'm not sure. It's the one that we have in here right now. 2 Heart Charm, so that way your opponent does 20 damage to your active Pokemon. Any damage done to Pokemon this card is attached to by opponent's attack is reduced by 20 after applying weakness and resistance. So, you know, there's 20 less. And like I said, Tyranitar can have 2 tools, so you can have a Link and a Hard Charm. Now, we do play Link, so that way turn doesn't end when you Mega Evolve. 4 DC and 8 Dark. So, it's a really cool deck. You can get a potential turn 2 Destroyer King. Turn 1, you can attach a Dark Energy or a DC, whatever you have in your hand. Next turn, you can Mega Turbo, attach the other energy you need, maybe the Dark or the DC. Or you could Mega Turbo and get off a Mega Tyranitar that way. Now, some stuff you can do to this deck if you want to play a little bit more, I guess a little bit crazier. You could cut a Forretress for a third switch, because a lot of times I need a third switch or a third Mega Turbo. You could cut it down to 2 Mega Tyranitars, but if you prize a Mega Tyranitar and one gets knocked out and you don't get the other one off the prize, you can only do 130 damage, which isn't a lot. Right now, we play a 3/3 line. The stuff you really need, that you need more of, is Mega Turbos and switches. I think that's what I'm finding out while testing this deck out. It's an okay deck. It's not the best deck for standard right now. It does have a lot of potential if somebody can figure out how to break it. I think this is the best version of it right now. Like I said, you could play with Golbats and Crobats, but I mean, it's only 20 damage to a Pokemon, which is not that great there. But hope you enjoyed this video. I really do like this deck a lot. I love Mega Tyranitar, like I said earlier. It does have a place in my heart. But hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and enjoy these. Enjoy these matches. All right. So Pretty gets Cussmaster. That's a great name to have, I guess. But let's see what happens here. Heads. We get to go first. Very nice, because Mega Tyranitar is not going to be able to attack to turn 2. This hand is okay. And we have a DCE. It's all going to come down to... we could attach a Dark Energy. And there's a Seismitoad staring at us currently. Oh, man. We'll attach a Dark Energy here. We'll play a Professor Birch. Heads. A Pinecone. Trainer's Mail. Looking for an Ultra Ball. I guess we'll grab a Sycamore. And here we will just end our turn. Now, potentially next turn, we can knock out this Toad here. We can put down the Forretress, DCE, Spirit Link, and knock it out. There we see a level ball for a Zubat. As long as he doesn't Quicken... Oh, never mind. He's going to Quicken Punch. Alright, so we see a Trainer's Mail here. He opted to get nothing. There we see a Shauna. Shuffle and hand his deck and get 5 cards. There's another Zubat coming down. Crushing Hammer. Oh, great. Oh, man. What are we playing against here? And there we see a Quicken Punch for 30. So our turn... Put down Fortress, 10 to everybody, DC here. And I'm actually just going to pass. Because it's weird, like, I don't want to Sycamore discard all my Dark Energies. I mean, we already have 2. Yeah, we'll go for it, whatever. Okay, we get a Evital Mega Tyranitar in our turn here. We can attach a Dark Energy, and hopefully next turn, the following turn, we get another Dark Energy. We already have 3 in the discard. There is 8 total, so 5 left somewhere, either in the deck or in the prizes. So we see an Ultra Ball. Getting a Golbat here, going to put 20 damage onto this Mega Tyranitar. And what can he do after this? What's that one card in his hand? It's a big question there. But just a Quake Punch for 30. Alright, I like that. Put a Dark Energy here, and we'll just end our turn. Now, in the next turn, we can knock out the Seismitoad here, as long as he doesn't have a Crushing Hammer, Enhanced Hammer, or something like that. There we see a Crobat coming down. We see Professor Birch. Heads, going to get 7 cards here. Does he get another Crushing Hammer? We've already seen one come down. There we see another one. Tails, okay, great. Now, can he knock out... he can't knock out the Tyranitar. It only does 50 right now. There we see a Super Scoop Up. Tails. And I think the next turn, we're just going to Sycamore and just go for it. We need to dig deep for this another Tyranitar and at least a Dark Energy for sure. So let's see what we get here. There's a Dark Energy. Alright, let's just play Professor Birch here. I was feeling lucky, you know what I'm saying? So here we'll just Destroyer King for 170. Very nice numbers to easily knock out an EX. So on my opponent's turn here, he can put down Golbat, which does 20 damage here, and then it brings it down to 60. So a Toad with a Muscle Man still doesn't knock us out. There we see an Ultra Ball, discarding a Water and a Silent Lab. Getting a Seismitoad, Sycamore here. Does he get a DC or not? Now, if we had a Head Ringer, great. Oh, man, that's great. Alright, so let's see what happens here. If only we got a Pinecone down, we can knock out this Toad this turn. There we see a Trainer's Mail. It's weird that he retreated first before using that Trainer's Mail, but there we see a Level Ball. The question here, will you get a Golbat or another Zubat? Okay, Golbat, yeah, get the free retreat. Seems like a great idea. Alright, so what can we do our turn? Like I said, if we had Fortress, we could knock out this Toad, but we don't. So he actually retreats his Golbat here, which is a smart play by my opponent, because the max he can do right now is 50 next turn. So I'm going to Lysander, bring up this Golbat, We're gonna Ultra Ball, discard the Shadow Circle and the Sycamore. Everything else is pretty much useful right now. We'll grab another Tyranitar if he's in here. Oh no, we prize the other Tyranitar. Okay, so here we'll get a Pine Cone. Put a Pine Cone down. We'll put a energy onto. No, it's actually Mega Turbo. Yep, Mega Turbo to the active. Put a Hard Charm here. Burst Seeker for a Professor Birch for the next turn. And then we'll use another Burst Seeker to grab a Lysander. Okay. And here we'll just Destroyer King for 170. Taking a prize card. It looks like we're playing against like a classic Crobat Sizeltoad deck, but just out obviously without lasers. Here we see Professor Birch getting heads here. Muscle Band, Crushing Hammer, Tails, another Toad coming down. Another Toad being picked up. He realizes, like, oh, if you license it up, I pretty much lose it here. So we see 30 damage onto the Mega Tyranitar. Alright, let's think here. We'll attach a Dark Energy here. Shaman set up for 2. Professor Birch, we're looking for another Forretress. Tails, Shaman for 3. Give me Forretress, please. There we go. Forretress coming down, put 10 damage on everybody. And here we'll Destroyer King for the knockout. Taking 2 more prize cards here. There's a Tyranitar, but we get double Tyranitar. But we actually can't put it into our hand right now because of because we got too many Pokemon, or on the bench because we have too many Pokemon. There was here a DC going out to the Toad, but he needs a Muscle Band here. He actually doesn't knock us out because of the Hard Charm here. It actually only do 10 damage. So does he have a Muscle Band or not? There's a Crushing Hammer. That doesn't really matter. We have an energy in our hand. And let's see what happens here. Will the one Mega Tyranitar go all the way against a Sizeltoad Crobat deck? And there it is. So just 10 damage there. We will Lysander, bring up this Crobat, and we will Destroyer King for the knockout, doing 230 damage to that poor little Crobat there. He didn't deserve that. But I guess he partnered up with the evil Sizeltoad. So I guess he did. And oh yes, a mystery gift. Let's see what we get here. Stats, we did 790. Our biggest stack was 230. Mega Tyranitar doing work there. And let's see what do we get after the mystery gift here. And 2 tournament tickets. That's not exciting at all. The match is only like, what, 6-7 minutes long. So we'll play another game with Mega Tyranitar. Hopefully we don't have 2 regular Tyranitars prize. But I mean, all we needed one was to go the distance. I mean, once we got the one out, it has 240 HP. Sizeltoad is not going to be able to knock it out for a little while, as we saw that game there. But hopefully we enjoyed the game, and we'll see another game here in a second. Alright, so here we're playing against Humorous? I guess that's how you say it. I want to say humorous, but it's an O instead of a U. I guess it's humorous. I don't know. Heads, we get to go first. Very nice here. Hopefully we have a great turn 1. Okay, that's a mulligan. That's not another. Oh. Okay, dokie. That's it's not a good turn 1 right now. We'll have to see what we top deck here. It all depends what we can discard with this Ultra Ball here. But let's see. We start little Pine Cone, and let's see what my opponent is playing. A Spinnerack. That doesn't tell me anything. But here I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard a Dark, and we'll discard the Professor Birch, and keep the Trainer's Mail for later. Get a Tyranitar. Put down the Tyranitar, put a DC here. Burst Seeker for the Birch, and hopefully we get heads here. Okay, there we go, very nice. We get another Pine Cone, we get an Eviltal, we get another Tyranitar. I'm scared he plays like Vileplume. Well, Ultra Ball discard these 2. And grab a Shaman. I know I saw one in there at least, and the other one is in the deck too. That's very nice for us. Play the Shaman. We're looking for a Spirit Link at least. Trainer's Mail for Spirit Link, come on, and we'll grab a Hard Charm. And I guess we'll attach a Hard Charm to Eviltal, and we'll end our turn here. Next turn we get Forretress, attach a Dark Energy, Mega Turbo, get a Link, get a Mega Tyranitar. Here we see a Fan Club, so he's going to search for 2 Pokemon. There's a Sceptile and another Sceptile, so it seems like we're playing against a Mega Sceptile. Ariados deck. There's a Link coming down. This is going to be an interesting matchup. There's a Grass Energy because he can constantly heal himself, so I'm not sure how this is going to work out. There's a Mustang going to the other Sceptile, which is interesting because now if he Mega Evolves, it ends his turn. Alright, so our turn here, we get a Forretress, put 10 damage on each of his Pokemon, put a Dark Energy here. We can at least go for the Hammer Hand and knock out the Spinarak, so we'll switch into the Tyranitar, and here we'll Birch Tails. And yeah, we'll just hammer in for the knockout for sure. Take a prize card, okay? And if we can top deck a Link next turn, we can knock out this this Sceptile. It has 160 HP. Here's a Sceptile come active here. And let's see, what does he got here? Now, if we still get a Link, we can still knock him out because we can Ultra Ball for another Fortress. Here we see a Steven going to grab a Supporter and an Energy card. And he has a Mega, he could Mega and heal this. But if we get the Fortress, we could do 110, 60, and 60, which is what, 120, 230, which knocks him out. So we're going to see Stevens here. Let's see what he grabs here. Now, Ground Break can do 130, but will be 30 damage short. They receive an Ace Trainer and a Grass Energy. And I actually like that Ace Trainer because right now our hand is pretty bad. And let's see what happens here. We top deck a Link, we're good to go. Sleep Poison, oh no. Oh no. Let's see what we get here. Alright, so we'll just... yeah, we'll just put a Dark Energy here, and we'll just Mega Evolve to end our turn. Okay, and the next turn we can Ultra Ball, discard these two for a Fortress. I didn't want to discard him right now, just in case if he, like, retreats. I don't know. I'm not sure why I didn't do it. They receive Professor Birch, so he has a Birch instead of the Ace Trainer. Tails only get 4 cards here. Now, if he doesn't evolve these Mega Sceptiles, we can obviously knock him out. How many switches have we played? Just the one. Okay, there's an Enhanced Hammer. Oh, Enhanced Hammer. Okay. Oh, okay. Man. We'll just have to end our turn here. Are we ready to go? We could Lysander this Sceptile here. That way we don't have to worry about Unseen Claw. Did he not use that last turn? Seems like he just passed. So we'll Lysander the Sceptile and we'll just end our turn here. I'm not sure why he didn't use Unseen Claw. Unless he did and it didn't show the animation. But I don't think he did. So on our opponent's turn here, we see a letter. Getting grass and a grass. Maybe he did Unseen Call. Let me check. No, wrong button. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. And okay, there we see Unseen Call again. And here I'm actually just gonna Ultra Ball, discard a Shadow Circle and a Mega Tyranitar, or regular Tyranitar. Get a Mega. Because our hand's pretty bad, and he's gonna get knocked out next turn. I think. Put a Dark Energy here and Mega Evolve. And if he, well, yeah, he will get knocked out because Unseen Call would do 60 and then 20 more. And the next turn we could promote the Mega Tyranitar Shaman, draw 6 cards, hopefully draw a Dark Energy and a Mega Turbo and a DCE. It's not going good for us right now. The Sceptiles are just running through us. Not even the Megas right now. But that could all change this turn. All right, let's see. Let's hopefully we get some good cards here. We haven't played a single Mega Turbo or a. We've only played one DC. So let's see what we get here. Dark Energy is not what we need. Shaman. Okay, so we whiffed it, but what we can do is we can switch to Evital. Attach a Dark Energy here. Mega Turbo. Put a Dark Energy on this guy here. Put a Spirit Link down, and we'll just Oblivion for 30. Attach a Dark Energy here. And the next time we can do that again. Oh, he has 3 energies on him right now. Oh, okay, so let's see what happens here. We haven't played a single Sycamore. We've only played 1 Verseeker, 2 Birch. There's a Mega Sceptile come down. Which, if he retreats here and uses the Jagged Saber, he can hit off his damage off the Mega Sceptile, which would be pretty annoying. But he won't knock us out here. It only does 100 and then minus 20, so 80. So let's see here, just 80 damage, okay. And we're going to see the energy going into the Sceptile, healing it all the way. Which is pretty... Okay, actually, he doesn't have any energies. Okay, interesting. So here we'll just Oblivion Wing for 30. Put a Dark Energy on this Mega Tyranitar. And that way, if he does decide to attack us, we can knock out this Mega Sceptile. Oh man, it'll do 6, 12, 18, 24, 340 damage. They receive a level ball, probably grabbing an Ariados or Spinnerack maybe, or Wurmple. Okay. Oh, does this? Oh man, I think Beautify makes it where we can't attack him. Oh man, or makes it where EXs can't hurt him. Oh, that could be annoying there. Alright, so 80 damage onto the Evital here. So he gets knocked out. We will promote this Mega Tyranitar. Take a knockout with it. So taking our first swing of Mega Tyranitar here. We'll put an Evital down. Put a Dark Energy on it. And here we'll Destroyer King for the knockout. 350 damage. That Mega Sceptile. Take 2 prize cards. Okay. So the good thing here is we do have Forretress. So we can use that to knock out a Beautifly if we need to. I'm not sure its retreat cost though, but at least we can attack it. There we see a Pokemon similarity getting rid of 40 damage, but we have the Forretress where we can use it to knock out the Sceptile next turn, which is great for us. Now, what my opponent needs to do here is do exactly what he just did there. Try to put it to sleep, which he doesn't. Put down Forretress, put 10 damage on both the Pokemon. Trying to debate if we even put DC down. We'll put down Shadow Circle, DC onto a Shaman, and here we'll Destroyer King. And the reason I'm doing this is we know he does play Ace Trainer. So if he does get that off, we could be in a bad situation. We can only draw maybe some bad 3 cards. Here we see Wurmple. The big question here, does he have a Beautifly or not? There we see an Evo Soda. There's a Silcoon coming out. Does he have a Orsa Giants playing a Beautifly? There we see Team Flare Grunt, but we have another DC in our hand to use Destroyer King the next turn. There we see Hilton damage, not that big of a deal. We see Shaman here, going to draw the 6 cards. Like I said, he needs... Oh, what is this attack doing? Oh, he's trying to paralyze us. Oh, but we live here. We'll put a DC down here, and we will Destroy King for the knockout, taking a win against a Sceptile deck there. Mega Tyranitar doing some work against Sizetoad Crobat, and this Sceptile Ariados. And I guess Beautifly, it doesn't seem like he got anything set up really there. And we did 800 damage, 350 damage was the biggest we did with the Mega Tyranitar. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. You kind of saw the power of Mega Tyranitar, and you can see why it's so strong. It did take us a minute to get set up this game too. Game 1 we got set up a little bit quicker. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something new about Mega Tyranitar. I hope you have a great Monday. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Have a great day. Alrighty. Bye.